the team from South America who had to fight through a tiebreaker to be here. You know, that's also some similarities to last game. So let's get into this one. FaZe versus KRU, a battle of Group A. And this is a very important game for KRU, for FaZe. It's starting to get must win at this point.
Game one is always so important, but for both these teams trying to set the record straight on who they are. FaZe going down to G1 in game 5, KRU being swept out by G2. Game 1 is here to set the tone of this series.
Already First Killer getting bumped. And 2 players miss. I think Drufinho was expecting a touch there. First Killer, let's Typical take it. Good speed from Drops. Drops going for a pinch pass out, but it just stays close to the backboard, easily handled by Mist, who double taps it down. Typical actually hits it back to First Killer.
And they're really looking towards FaZe to find that not only individual play, but also the team play, especially in these positions from the corner and across the box. That was what was lacking against G1. That was because of how fast G1 was the challenge, and you might get some of that here against KRU, so FaZe have to look out. They might field against the same type of defense.
We're already seeing much more space given to FaZe than we saw G1 give in that last series. KRU will have to pick up the pace, and there's a way to pick it up. Drops right over First Killer's head as we take another look at this one on the replay.
Yeah, caught out here on the transition. Great touch from Drufinho, and then of course Drops so quick to get over that, and G1's already shown us when you're quick to the ball like that, you're going to be able to take over games. It's what they did against FaZe here, and now KRU doing it quickly on the counterattack.
It's already starting out nicely for KRU. This is exactly what they needed. FaZe, do not forget, Corelli, the #1 North American seed. Back-to-back North American champs. But we've seen in so many of these international events that there's magic in South America. However they play down there, they come out and they just get results at land, no matter who it is.
Yeah, and I don't really think they're scared of anyone. They know that their skill level is inching closer and closer on the whole to North American and European teams. Furia has been proof of that. Team Secret's been proof of that. Why not KRU is right now. They get demoed, and Typical will put it away to find the equalizer.
It's a nice response here from FaZe. First, working in the corner, and you see this a lot from FaZe. The demos, the bumps, the grinding in the corner. And First Killer getting his hands dirty.
What a way to find a response there from FaZe. Now Drufinho got a little bit of boost to work with. Can he get it over? Missed. Good block from Mist, but it's not over quite yet. KRU looking to clamp down early after this kickoff, but Typical, plenty of space and plenty of time. He's given the whole left side of the field. KRU there finally able to kind of clean it up in the corner.
But you see Brad only had 7 boosts there. Drufinho out as well. This is going to be a solo play opportunity. First Killer going to the backboard, dropping it down. Well touched by Brad, but you see the bump come out. And it's a physical game for FaZe. They're getting their elbows out and getting First Killer space to make those plays.
Yeah, and anytime First Killer can get to the backboard clean like that, that's where FaZe's magic really happens.
Even if he's not scoring.
Even if he's not scoring, he's so much of a threat that he makes defenders go after him. And you can see that there, even with the touch from KRU. FaZe was perfectly positioned. They're able to regain the lead here. KRU trying now to respond.
So KRU, they scored first. They caught FaZe out, but FaZe has come battling back. We approach the halfway point of the game. Drufinho off the backboard. Ball back to Drops. Drops hitting it to the corner. Typical popping it up. First Killer coming in late. We've seen, even in the last series, a bit of confusion here. Now, a good demo from Brad is going to slow things down, but First Killer eating up time with that air dribble.
Taking it all the way towards Drops. Drops giving some space here. A little bit of respect coming out from FaZe, and the pass over to Drufinho. That one comes back across the box. No one from KRU able to capitalize. Here's First Killer again. A lot more chances for First Killer to pick it up into a solo play.
Oh, went backwards. Typical panicking a bit, but he recovers nicely. Actually finds Mist. And now the tough backboard read is missed, and First Killer will have an easy tap in.
First Killer has this uncanny ability to not only get up so quickly, but he kind of just knows when people are going to miss, and he just ignored Brad and drops it down 3-1 now for FaZe Clan as they're starting to widen that gap between KRU.
And kudos as well to Sipical. I think it was Sipical who hit that back pass after he wasn't able to get the challenge at the midfield, was able to pass it back hard, and that kick-started the whole counterattack. So FaZe, the communication is looking to be on point. But KRU, they are still in it. There is a bit of a panicked play. The shot going to force 2 to go.
Placement there from Drops on the shot. He had options with the pass. KRU being a little predictable there. Even though FaZe made it look a little bit more difficult than it was. Opportunity for KRU, and that's what you'd like to see.
Trevino trying to control it off the backboard. Now Drops. Tip over into an air dribble. Will pinch it across. Sipical will have to beat out Brad. Brad got the demo, but Sipical has done so well to burn time, but First Killer will have to turn around. Still will get there.
For a challenge there from Trevino. Just stops everything that Sipical was doing. It looked great from Sipical, but one challenge is all it took to send it back the other way. Here comes Brad, a big drive, but immediately saved by miss.
Trevino tipping that away from Sipical. Nice first touch from Brad into a flip reset. Wave dash pass attempt. Drops will tip it up, but couldn't get control of the ball. And now we see a double commit from FaZe. FaZe is playing with a lot of confidence, and they're willing to double commit. And First Killer has a great read there. The difficult reads they're making.
Yeah, a couple of big-time saves there from FaZe as well. KRU definitely testing the defense. Here comes Drops, trying to push it through. 9 seconds left. One more would do, but there's no follow-up. Everyone committed. KRU backing off now, and time ticking down. FaZe looking to close out game 1.
And they do. FaZe Clan, despite giving up that first goal, they fight back, scoring 3 straight. And KRU, they had the start that they needed, honestly. That catching FaZe Clan out, catching First Killer up too much, but that they just weren't able to figure out the defense. FaZe Clan making a lot of nice stops, and then on the other side of the ball, a few defensive misses. There was that backboard read. First Killer just played the miss, and I think it was Brad that had missed that backboard save attempt, and sometimes that's just the difference in the game.
A couple of backboard reads that KRU didn't get perfectly, and the shots came right back out towards FaZe, or the clears, excuse me, came right back out towards FaZe. You can look at the shots as well. 8 shots for KRU, only 4 on the side of FaZe, and that's not really a criticism of FaZe. They got the job done. They converted 3 of them. But for KRU, it's not for a lack of opportunity here that they're losing these games. They're getting chances, especially in those final seconds. There's chances here for KRU. It has not been a perfect game from FaZe. Let's be honest here. They got the job done.
Yes, but we're still seeing a lot of double commits from FaZe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not pretty from them.
See if that can be exploited by KRU. They drop game 1 to FaZe. Drops, not able to make contact on that ball. There's another demo. First Killer taking out Trevino and gets a piece of that challenge, leaking out to the middle. Trevino spawning in time to clear it out.
Backflip there from Sipical to play that one across the box. Here comes Drops. Big time mechanics from him. He's shut down. He hasn't really been able to get going. A couple of decent chances, half chances maybe. Here's a big drive off the crossbar and in from Mist. What a shot.
Mist really banged that one. You can see smiles all around. And Zip just going in for the 50. Wow. Mist playing close, and you can't shoot it much better than that.
No, and he was excited about that one. That was a big smile, like you said. Hyped about that. You can see FaZe certainly feeling better about this series. They're up 1-0 and a great start to game 2.
Now is when KRU's mentality will really be tested. They were swept by G2. They scored the first goal, but still ended up dropping game 1. And now they're starting to get demoed. Sipical with a nice demo, almost in position to score it. Seeing so much possession, and Mist will solo play it in.
How did he make that one work? I think he tried to go for the flip reset, but he kind of messed it up and then went straight into Trevino, and it just bounced in off the challenge. His momentum carried him through, and FaZe Clan double up. It's up 2-0 now here in game 2.
Brad winning it to the corner and steals that corner boost. This is a nice attack opportunity for KRU. But Trevino bumped off the ball. Look how much space Sipical has. Drops will jump early. Does get a piece of it. Good speed here from Brad. The miss alone in the air, double tap towards net. Drops doesn't have boost.
What?
Drops he was hustling to get the corner. He didn't think Mist was shooting this in a million years.
Look at this shot from Mist. Are you kidding me with the angle? And it's right over Trevino as well. He was flabbergasted that that one went over his head.
Trevino, he dropped the sticks as soon as Mist got that double. That was crazy. A hat trick for Mist. And that third goal was an absolute beauty.
He's rolling in game 2.
I mean, Mist is, that's for certain.
Mist is looking great. And FaZe are happy to see it. Now it's on KRU. They've got 3.5 minutes left. Plenty of time to get back into this one. Again, opportunity is there, but just can't break through on a quality touch and a quality shot. FaZe's defense have blocked him every single step of the way.
Drops going for a flick, but we've seen over and over again FaZe's willingness to double commit on defense.
Oh my.
Nice pinch out, and that's going to be poked in for Mist's 4th goal. We're not even halfway done.
He's 4 for 4. Look at this though from First Killer. Look at this pass. Are you kidding me from First Killer? The air dribble over one with the flip, and then a second touch off the back wall to play it to the far post to his teammate? Come on, man. That's just not fair.
But that's just what he does. That First Killer, when you give him space in the air, like you were saying before, even if he's not scoring, he's setting his team up.
That's the epitome of what we've been talking about. Just so much from First Killer.
Oh, that's good from Brad, though. The flip reset, taking out the oncoming challenger. Ball locked in the corner, but Mist again clears it out. You saw Drops was thinking about challenging, but ended up not going in for the 50, and now FaZe battle all the way back. KRU on their goal line, and that is not where you want to be. Sipical wins the challenge right on the goal line, and FaZe are up 5-0.
And what happened here, Trevino, I mean, he certainly meant to go across his net here, but very ill-advised. You know,
you have to be behind the ball.
Yeah, well, it has to just be quicker, too. I mean, he knows FaZe just came from that spot. And I guess he felt like he was forced to touch that ball when he certainly wasn't. He could just let it go. His teammate was looking at him, and now a 5-0 scoreline. FaZe smothering KRU here in game 2.
And you see Mist, as soon as he recognized Brad waited off the ball, let that go back down. FaZe's minds are churning at a fast pace, and they are taking everything that KRU has given them. But there's a demo. First Killer again with the demo. More demos coming out. Sipical taking out Drops. FaZe are taking no prisoners.
Demos galore. And it just feels like that's just stalling out the game at this point. They're running out the clock and making it frustrating for KRU. They really haven't generated much. They have 6 shots to their name, but just haven't been able to break through.
Where was Mist coming from?
I don't know. He's playing out of his mind right now.
There's a chance, rebound opportunity, and that will get hit off to the side. So they'll play potential. Trevino with full boost. Flip reset pass. Brad with a 50 out to Drops. Drops shot is too weak. But we see another double commit. I don't think I've ever seen FaZe double commit more than these first 2 series we've watched, Corelli. Oh!
Yep.
Mist.
This guy can't miss.
This whole game is a highlight package for Mist.
It's going to be a montage. And we're only 2 games in. Not even. He scored 5. 5 out of the 6 for FaZe.
He scored that incredible double tap off the sidewall, and
they're all
that
good.
Pinch.
They're all good goals, James. Not a single of these are a bad goal from Mist.
We might have the top plays. 2 of them might be from this game from Mist.
Oh, man. Big look there from Trevino, but still. Defense holding strong. Look at this. He's just holding the backboard.
He's gone. He's in the flow state, Trill. Flow state Mist. Tough to beat. Trevino going for that breezy flip reset. But time is melting away. This has been a one-sided affair, Corelli, and most of it due to the outrageous gameplay of Mist.
I mean, and the score, just not even the game score. I'm talking about points. Oh, hold on. It's 2,000 to 500. FaZe has 2,000 combined score to 500 of KRU. Brad hasn't even broken 100 points in this game.
And Mist is at 906.
Oh, man.
Maybe more. That's 908.
Will he break 1,000? That's really what we're looking for in game 2 at this point. Pass over to Rafinho is denied once again. FaZe just not letting KRU in.
KRU trying to get one for the road. Rafinho will keep it up. Still a chance. And you admire that fight all the way to the end, but the end comes and laughs for Mist. Mist, a spectacular game.
5 for 5. 5 shots, 5 goals, an assist, 2 saves. 9-12 is his score. And I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, the guy looked perfect.
He peaked.
He peaked.
I mean, what else can you say? He went beast mode that game.
Yeah.
The double tap alone was, that
amazing.
You rarely hit shots that good, especially on land.
Pinch was great.
And to follow it up with that pinch, this was maybe the best game I've seen Mist play in quite a long time, if ever.
And don't forget, all of his goals were assisted by his teammates. 2 for First Killer, 3 for Sipical. So his teammates were involved. We talked about how important it is for First Killer to find the backboard cleanly and playing that ball out to his teammates. And I mean, when you got a guy like Mist putting away shots like that this game, what more can you want? They're up 2-0 here in this best of 5. And FaZe coming back to form, I would say, against KRU so far.
Yeah, so far so good. Brad not able to break the 100 points, but really for FaZe, their demos were getting them so much space, and they were making KRU back off of the ball. And then when KRU is backing off and worried about demos, then you give the space in the air to First Killer to make those plays off the backboard, the double tap, the passes out, the pinches out. And then you got just Mist hitting crazy shots. So you feel for KRU.
In a way, when you think about it for KRU, you don't really expect Mist to go 5 for 5 every single game. So you can bank on that maybe not happening again, but you know FaZe, if it's not going to be Mist, it's going to be First Killer. If it's not First Killer, it's going to be Sipical. How do you shut down the offensive FaZe? That's something very few teams have figured out. Here's First Killer on the goal line. One more would do. Mist comes through, and he's not going to put it away.
And that is a big stop for KRU. KRU still in this series. But offensively, they're going to have to pick up the pace and have to start going for the challenges, have that second man play extra aggressive, and just rely on them for at least at least get them to pop the ball up and then send the house. But they need to pick up the pace, though. FaZe were beating them down last game, and this is KRU with their back to the wall. They have to get this win.
Certainly do. It's good to see the first minute come and go scoreless if you're KRU. Not letting FaZe right back onto the tracks as they were in game 2, especially Mist. But you got to find a way to break through FaZe.
Brad with a nice juke there. Sipical, though, with plenty of boost, able to get back around it. You can see boost a problem for KRU. And the back pass from Drops, intercepted by Mist. Mist going for the backboard.
Oh!
Mist denied, but the rebound goes in. First Killer picking up the scraps after Mist tears apart the D.
Well, it might not be going on as highlight reel, but that was a crazy double tap from Mist, and the follow-up from First Killer is exactly what FaZe wants. Back to business. FaZe Clan on the board first.
What a series Mist is having so far. See if KRU has a response. Still early in the game, but it's been a while since we've seen KRU really threaten. I think they got that first goal, and we haven't really seen anything since.
Nope. It's been a struggle for them. That's been the name of the game for KRU. I think that's something that's plagued them in some of their series, and they're in a really tough group against either very highly organized teams or just teams that are so aggressive, so mechanically skilled. This group is a tough one to do well in. And for KRU, coming in pretty green to this one.
It doesn't get easier for KRU. Like, FaZe just got beat by G1, who KRU still has to play.
Yeah.
You feel for it.
Yeah.
It doesn't get easier at all. In fact, you might say this is the easier part of it.
The way G1 was playing, yeah, it's going to be tough.
Brad trying to make something happen. Now Drops. 2v1 Rafinho opting to just hit the ball backwards rather than give FaZe possession, and that was the right call.
Oh my. First Killer actually got a piece of that one. You saw the orange trail. It was off target. 2 minutes left. FaZe holding their 1-goal lead comfortably. Crew can put something together. First killer really stretching out, just denying them. As soon as you think they got pressure.
up.
Now missed with a pre-jump. The shot goes high. Follow-up's there, and it's going to squeak in on the left side.
We have to see this Mobile One high performance replay. Sypical launched it over to Mist, who was already airborne. And the rebound scored by First Killer. This is the FaZe clan that we saw in the North American regions.
Oh, yeah. Again, as we said, it's kind of back to form for them against Crew. Can they carry this against G2? They've already lost to G1. They're looking to win this series over Crew. FaZe looking like they're themselves again, and Mist is looking otherworldly right now, if I may say.
Crew, they are struggling to get anything going offensively. Still hope, still time, but they need to find something. Drops on the dribble. Flicking in. Sypical had pre-jumped it.
That's incredible.
Sypical was just floating there. He said, come on, try to flick it over me. Crew were not able to do it, but still Crew on the attack. Brad will leave it for Drops. Drops off the corner. Brad, low boost. It's help from Trufino. Trufino trying to get this ball fed out to the middle. Drops, testing the corner. Back-to-back challenges from First Killer. Brad infield to Trufino. Trufino, the light hit, forces 2 to go from FaZe, but the shot needed to be stronger.
And it's just those types of plays, right? Great setup, just the execution wasn't there. Here's another one. This one's gonna go high. They got 2 to go. A little touch from Mist will slow down Crew. Oh, another shot just goes wide, and a follow-up from Brad as well. Crew are all over them, but they can't put anything on target.
But this is another chance. Trufino, the read, off the elbow and down. Can't do much. Now Mist trying to clear it off to the side. Back to the middle. First Killer waves off the ball. That shot off the post and in. Brad keeps hopes alive for Crew.
They're finally able to break through, and it comes right at the top of the box, and a slot to the left side from Brad comes off the post and in just to beat First Killer. And Crew have 17 seconds to tie this one up.
We'll see if they have any kickoff plans. No flip or delayed flick from Drops. Back to the corner. Trufino wheels off, goes upfield. The ball streaking.
It's awkward.
Pops nicely. Trufino has Brad, but the ball hit hard off to the side. And FaZe clan finish with a sweep. And you cannot look back on the series and not highlight the performance that Mist had in this series.
It's impossible.
He was lights out.
Oh, just incredible. Incredible performance. And those are the types of performances from Mist and from everyone on FaZe Clan that they need if they're going to take down teams like G2 later on in this group stage. They already lost to G1. That's the last team in this group for them to play. They take care of business here.